Vanessa Kirby is someone who most audience members recognize these days, thanks to her impressive performance as Princess Margaret in The Crown and as the leading lady in the Netflix drama Pieces of a Woman. Considering her linear growth and talent, fans can expect to see a lot more of her in the near future. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Vanessa Kirby. She had an insufferable few years in her childhood. Even though she admitted she had a lovely childhood, Kirby faced her fair share of difficulties early on. She suffered from undiagnosed giardia, which caused her intestinal problems. She was hospitalized and treated for 2 years. In addition to her long-term treatment, she was also severely bullied at around the same time. Eventually, she found solace in acting as an outlet to deal with her torment from classmates at school. She told The Guardians, "It was always the drama side of things where I felt the most alive, the most myself. I was quite badly bullied for a few years and I became self-conscious about everything I did in relation to the bullies. But drama was the place where I didn't." She was turned down by Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. Vanessa Kirby was born on April 18, 1988, in Wimbledon, London. Her father is the popular urologist Roger Kirby and her mother is a former magazine editor. She studied at Lady Eleanor Hall School in Hampton and decided to pursue theater at Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. However, she was turned down and decided to take a gap year traveling where she worked at an AIDS hospice in South Africa. She studied English. After her adventures, she studied English at the University of Exeter and soaked up everything she could from university life, partying, studying, and appearing in student plays. She told the last magazine that the university experience was just what she needed. She said, "I had the most transformative, amazing experience." When she left, she was more sure than ever that she was determined to become an actor. She added, "I realized that somehow I needed to make my life about acting, even if it was doing it for free on Sundays or whatever." She started off in the theater. Early in her career, she was offered a seat at the prestigious London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, but she turned it down after she was offered 3 roles at the Octagon Theatre. This launched her career as an actress on the stage. By 2012, she had played Isabella in Women Beware Women at the National Theatre, Dana in The Acid Test at London's Royal Court Theatre, Rosalind in Shakespeare's As You Like It at the West Yorkshire Playhouse, and Masha in Three Sisters at the Young Vic in London. In role after role, Kirby blew both audiences and critics away, leading Variety to call her the outstanding stage actress of her generation, incredibly high praise. It's evident that, for Kirby, theater is her first love. As she told Culture Whisper in 2016, she read all of Chekhov's plays as a teenager. She also explained that her dream roles include Hedda Gabler, Lady Macbeth, and, of course, all of the Chekhovs. At the time, screen work wasn't a priority. "I would be quite happy being on stage forever. I miss stage as soon as I am on set, so it will always be something that I hope that will be the center of my identity." Her first big on-screen job was opposite her childhood crush. In 2011, Kirby starred in the first series of The Hour. As the actress explained to The Guardian, it was one of her first professional jobs and was a dream come true for a few reasons. Not only was she getting paid to do what she loved, but she was also working alongside her childhood hero, Ben Whishaw. Back in high school, Kirby had stolen a picture of Whishaw in Hamlet from her school notice board to stick on her wall. She ended up seeing his performance 3 times and even spotting him on a London bus. Years later, when she was filming The Hour with Whishaw, she found herself struggling to concentrate. She said, "In my head it was just alarm bells going, oh my god, that's Ben Whishaw." After filming the scene, she confessed her childhood infatuation to her co-star. She laughed, remembering the moment, of course, he was with his boyfriend. She almost lost her role in The Crown. Netflix's The Crown has grown exponentially more popular with each season, according to the BBC, and so when Season 4 broke, featuring Princess Diana's introduction, it blew the series out of the water. But way back, before the series gave us Diana, it served us young Elizabeth as she ascended the throne alongside her vivacious sister, Princess Margaret, played by Vanessa Kirby. While we can't imagine young Margaret being played by anyone else, Kirby almost didn't get the job. She explained on Late Night with Seth Meyers in June 2018 that she almost fumbled her screen test. It had been her birthday and on her way out for lunch, she put sunless tanner on her ankles because she was wearing Caprice and thought her ankles looked pale. Later that day, she went to her screen test in a skirt to get into character for Margaret. Unfortunately, the tanner had developed heavily by that point and so her ankles looked like fluorescent football socks. She said, I walked into my screen test, and all 4 of the directors and Peter Morgan, the creator, just went straight to my ankles. Because I was wearing this skirt, and they were looking at them for about 10 minutes. Eventually Peter said, look, what has happened to your legs? And it was a fast-developing, very strong, kind of industrial fake tan. Honestly, I think Peter looked at my ankles more than my face for the whole hour, and he said it nearly cost me the job. Of course, she did land the job, which became a huge endeavor. She likes action films, as long as she can play a strong character. In a dramatic change from Margaret, Kirby turned to a genre she never knew she'd be a part of. She co-starred with Tom Cruise in the action film Mission Impossible, Fallout, and later Fast and Furious Presents, Hobbs and Shaw, films that are obviously very male-oriented. But she had no trouble being the strong female in both of them. She told The Guardian, I never thought that stunts and action would be my genre, but I'm understanding now that you can transcend genre as long as you try and find the real woman behind the part. She suffers from imposter syndrome over her acting. In April 2021 episode of Make It Rain with Josh Smith, she revealed that she still struggles to back herself when it comes to acting. She said, you always have that slight imposter syndrome that you never forget, admitting that her self-doubt is a painful place to be. Discussing anxiety management with Smith, Kirby shared that part of the impetus that drove her to act was because I was a very anxious person, very sensitive. I felt things very deeply. Luckily, she has discovered other accomplished members of her profession who feel the same, including her Labyrinth co-star, Sir John Hurt. Kirby said, I remember the first time I worked with Hurt, he was nervous before a scene and he said to me, I'm just worried I am going to be found out. She described her familiarity with Hurt's feeling as a core self-belief of not being enough. She also attributed her long-existing acting insecurities to a society where there's constant comparison pressures. Given her unpredictably head-turning career so far, she looks like she is carving a path that would make such comparisons pretty impossible. Her friends and family call her New. The cute nickname is an abbreviation of her middle name, Nuala. Kirby told The Scotsman in 2013 that she decided to use Vanessa as her stage name instead of Nuala after her agent reminded her about British acting great Vanessa Redgrave. Hilarious on-stage accident. She suffered a hilarious on-stage accident when starring in A Streetcar Named Desire opposite Gillian Anderson. Recalling her West End and Broadway run in the play, Kirby describes the unfortunate moment in which she got stuck in a revolving stage while carrying Anderson's character's birthday cake.